Good evening, and thank you for joining me. You're listening to themediaspeaks.com. I'm your host, DLAKE for PREZ. Tonight, Mission Impossible. The Buffdale Facility versus Wickr. That's right, Buffdale versus Wickr. What the hell are you talking about, DLAKE? What is Buffdale? Well, whistleblower William Binney knows all about it. The FBI has the emails of nearly all U.S. citizens, including congressional members, according to NSA whistleblower William Binney. Speaking to RT, he warned that the government can use information against anyone it wants. Right. Take a look at General PREZ. They got into his private emails, read the drafts even, and Allen, they're taking him down. RT asks, in light of the PREZ-Allen scandal, while the public is so focused on the details of their family drama and extramarital affairs, one may argue that the real scandal in this whole story is the power, the reach of the surveillance state. I mean, if we take General Allen, thousands of his personal emails have been sifted through private correspondence. It's not like any of those men was planning an attack on America. Does the scandal prove the notion that there is no such thing as privacy in a surveillance state? William Binney answers, yes. That's what I've basically been saying for quite some time, is that the FBI has access to the data collected, which is basically the emails of virtually everybody in the country. And the FBI has access to it. All the congressional members are on the surveillance too. No one is excluded. They are all included. So yes, this can happen to anyone. If they become a target for whatever reason, they are targeted by the government. The government can go in, or the FBI, or other agencies of the government, they can go into their database, pull all the data collected on them over the years, and we analyze it all.
Mr. Binney, you blew the whistle on the agency when George W. Bush was president. With President Obama in office, in your opinion, has anything changed at the agency? In the surveillance program, in what direction is this administration taking program?
The change is that it's getting worse. They're doing more. That's why he is supporting the building of the Buffdale Facility, which is over $2 billion they're spending on storage alone of data. So that means that they're collecting a lot more now, and they need more storage for it. So that facility, by my calculations that I submitted in a sworn affidavit to the court for the Electronic Frontiers Foundation lawsuit against NSA, would hold on the order of 5,000 exabytes or 5 zettabytes of data. Just at current storage capacity that's being advertised on the web that you can buy currently. And that's not talking about what they have in the near future.
And that's not talking about what they have in the near future. Well, you know what I just heard today? What they're going to have in the near future? Wickr, my friends. Wickr. It's time. Mission Impossible. The Buffdale Facility versus Wickr. Wickr.com. Making permanent digital records not so permanent. The internet is forever. And so are texts, tweets, and Facebook updates. But a startup has big ambitions to bring privacy and impermanence to online communication. The company, called Wickr, with no E, W-I-C-K-R, lets users decide how long a message lives. The people behind Wickr found inspiration in 1960s era TV and messages that self-destructed. I think everybody who's watched Mission Impossible has always wanted self-destructing messages. This message will self-destruct. When the timer hits 0, boom, the message self-destructs. There's no puff of smoke, but all digital traces of that communication are gone. The app is free. Wickr plans eventually to make money by charging for a version with a few more features, but the basic security will always be the same. Quote, we've taken some really complex encryption technologies and utilized the mobile phone to make it easy for everybody to use at the touch of a button, Sell says. All right, Nico Sell, co-founder of Wickr. That's great. So, there's young, ambitious technological creators like these guys, Sell and others at Wickr there. They're trying to make Mission Impossible self-destruct messages. The message will self-destruct. You can create a text, picture, voice, or video, and you set the time for how long you want that message to live. Then you send it to the other person. The timer starts the second they open the message. That just means Buffdale is going to have to get a lot faster about grabbing your stuff so they can store it for 10 years. And Binney's trying to blow the whistle on them, but you know what? This government's just running. They're trying to run right over us. And if you get on that enemies list and DLAKE, you know, hey, I might be pushing the envelope. They know everything about me. They read all my emails for the past 10 years. They know I have cats, kind of a romantic guy, I'm an artist, all my communications with my new news team at the Media Speaks. They got all that. Well, I hope they do. And Binney encourages you to leave messages for the NSA in your email. And you know what? So do I. Tell these bastards to go to hell. Stop looking at what I'm doing. Leave me alone and protect the Constitution that you took an oath to uphold, pal. Got that? I'm DLAKE for PREZ, themediaspeaks.com. Peace.